Ooh. Connect. Click this button. Yes, is this button working? Stay tuned. Okay, that button works, this button works, that works. I don't need that. I do need this. Okay, I think I've got everything set up here. I'm just gonna give it a minute. Dude, Louis is absolutely destroying his lettuce right now. He is like chomping it up, tearing it up. I think I've got the camera on, right? Here, you know what, TikTok, you can see him too. There he is. There he is, just sitting and chilling and minding his business, being so cute. Okay, he's disappearing now. Goodbye, Louis. Sorry. Anyways, hi Sunset. Welcome to the stream. I see that you're new here. Welcome in. I hope you're having an amazing day. Here, I'm gonna wait to explain what the situation is today after a couple minutes, after some people pull in. Let's just say normally I don't usually stream WolfQuest. Normally I don't stream horse games on Mondays, but there's a situation afoot at the moment. Hello Madeline, welcome to the stream. Hello. Hope you're having an amazing day. Okay, I mean, I can't give a recap. I can give a recap at least before I explain what's going on here. Hello Zoni, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Hello, hello. To recap what's going on in game real quick. Hi Tactical. Sorry, I'm gonna explain what's going on and then I'll continue giving out hellos. Okay, so yesterday guys, I managed to sell Baloo. I finally got over it. I finally did it. Baloo is gone. We have Timbit. We got Timmy 2 live streams ago. Orion, we still have him. Got him like 3 streams ago. He's doing very well. We managed to win the advanced competition yesterday, which was super exciting. And now we have Gumbo, who is the new project for now. Also, Clover is still here. She's out in the pasture, but she's just minding her business. Just minding her business, living a peaceful, retired lifestyle of doing nothing. But yeah, that's the update as of right now. Today, I think my goal is going to be to train Gumbo some more and sell Gumbo today and maybe get 5-star coats. We'll see. Hello, Ema. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Hello, hello. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know he's gone, Tactical. Goodbye, Louis. Your streak is good. Your streak is good. Hello. Oh, yes, I watched your stream yesterday, so I'm kind of new here, and I joined your Discord type. I'm kind of scared to type anything. You're good. You're good. Definitely takes some time for most people to, like, at least if they're newer to the live streaming thing, it takes some time to kind of acclimate to, like, talking to people. But everybody's pretty nice here. Everybody's chill. You know, just say something when you've got something to say. Interact in group discussions if you so choose. And, of course, I appreciate anybody, even if they're just lurking and not saying anything, which is totally okay. So, yeah, welcome to the streams. Hello, Fox, welcome to the stream. Hello, Bike, welcome to the stream. I hope you guys are both having an amazing day. I hope all of you are having an amazing day. You might notice, you might be like, Macachin, today's Monday. Why are we streaming horse games on a Monday? And that is because poor Sorrel's Wi-Fi is currently out. I thought they were asleep. I was like messaging them on Discord and I was like, hey, are we good to play WolfQuest? And they didn't respond. So I was like, oh, they must be asleep. They're not asleep. Their Wi-Fi is out. I texted them on my phone because I was like, you know what, let's just try that too. And yeah, that's what's happening today. So if Sorrel gets their Wi-Fi back, we'll play WolfQuest later. But for now, we're gonna Horse Girl Max because I don't know what better thing to do at the moment, unfortunately. And I figured it'd be better that than nothing. Yes, R.I.P. Sorrel's Wi-Fi. WolfQuest brought me, I've been looking ever since. A lot of fun. That warms my heart. I'm so glad that you found the streams enjoyable enough to... It's honestly like the best compliment when you can get people to be interested or at least enjoy watching streams enough. Even if it's a game genre that's not interesting to you maybe, normally. Which is really nice. I appreciate that. Hi Layla, hi Harper. No, you're not late, mister. We just started. Game is never gonna become free. Game information is in the top right corner. I would recommend looking it up if you want to figure out how to download it and are more curious about it beyond just the base information on the top right. Hello Fizzy, welcome to the stream. Why always this game? Because I've really been enjoying it, and a lot of people I think have been enjoying watching it as well. So because it's been well received, I'm continuing to play it. And as long as, how do I word this? As long as there's stuff for me to kind of do, I'll continue playing it as I enjoy it. Game information is in the top right corner. That is the correct, all of that is the correct information. No hidden caveats to that. Yes, I do ride IRL. Hello, JD. Hi, Unofficial. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. I hope you both are having an amazing day. We're gonna... Is everybody clean? I don't think Clover is, but that's okay. She's not doing anything today. We love game addictions. Yes, I'm sure as you guys know, I'm sure pattern recognition or whatever they call it. I really... Guys, when I like a game, it's like I get tunnel visioned on it. And, you know, I just realized we didn't feed the horses. Let's do that first. But I get kind of tunnel visioned on it. And once that happens, it's like going. That you can anticipate when, like, say Planet Zoo 2 comes out. Guys, I'm gonna try to maintain a schedule when that game comes out, but, like, it's gonna be fighting tooth and nail to keep myself contained on it somewhat. I should be done with Louis by the end of the stream. I'm so excited to see it. He looked so cute in your little preview. That, and think about how, like, Story of Alicia came out a couple weeks ago, and that was, like, the only thing I streamed for, like, 2 or 3 days. I say when it came out, when I started playing it. So, yeah, this is just the point I'm at with this game. I'm sure give it another week or two, the hype is gonna die down a bit for me. Thank you for the follow. But at this point in time, I'm very, very pleased with playing it at the moment. It keeps me entertained, so... I don't know, that's, like, the main thing, honestly, for me, is I need games that make me want to play them. Like, I look forward to playing this and I look forward to streaming it, so that's where I'm at with it at the moment. But again, this game, it's gonna get, I say get boring eventually. Gonna get repetitive for me eventually, I'm sure. Sorry guys. Game information is in the top right corner. The Blue Roan Tobiano is a 3-star coat. I think you can unlock them at, like, trainer level, I want to say 6, maybe? Something like that? I'm not entirely sure. Something like that. Oh boy. I'm trying to read messages here, but there's a lot, and I'm also trying to train this horse at the same time. Oh my gosh. How is everybody's day going so far? Today it's, over 90 degrees Fahrenheit in Wisconsin, which is honestly kind of unusual for us. Like, normally we stay in, like, the 70s, 80s for most of the summer and maybe have a couple hot days, but this whole week is so hot, and I genuinely just... I wish it would have been vacation this week and not the week a couple weeks ago when it would have been cooler. Like, I'm not really looking forward to going... Not to say I'm not looking forward to going to the barn, but if I want to go to the barn and ride this week, I need to do it at, like, 7 or 6 in the morning. Which I'm not really... I don't know, like, my sleep schedule's pretty good, so I can handle it, but I really just am not really a morning person, but it's okay. Doing it for the love of horses, guys. Anyway, it's over 9 degrees in Texas. Fixing my car right now. Yeah, that does not sound fun. I'm so sorry. Fortunately, I haven't had to go outside that much today for anything. Waiting to take my daily walk until, like, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night tonight in hopes that it's not gonna be literal devil's armpit hot, dude. In Wisconsin, it's 3:13 p.m. It's been hot in almost every country recently. That's just how it is right now. It's makes me a little nervous, but it's okay. It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, I think we've just about, yeah, we've completed the training for today on here. I was gonna say too, I was thinking about this, if Sorrel's Wi-Fi doesn't fix itself by, say, like, the hour and a half, 2-hour mark, I was trying to consider, like, what game we should play as the second game, because obviously it's not guaranteed that their Wi-Fi is gonna be back by that time. So, if it isn't back, you want Story of Alicia? I'd be open to playing Story of Alicia. I haven't streamed that for a minute. Planet Zoo. I was kind of thinking Planet Zoo. Story of Alicia or Planet Zoo. You know, low-key, we could do both. Low-key, we could do both. We could do both. I'd be down to do Story of Alicia for like 1 hour, and then maybe Planet Zoo for the second game? How do we feel about that? This is a democracy. Low-key, too, if I play Alicia Online, Alicia Online. Sorry. Story of Alicia. If I play Story of Alicia, maybe I'd be down to let it be a open room for other people. I should make informational talks about each animal that's added to Planet Zootopedia. I've been itching to go deep dive on some of the animals. Might give me a higher chance of getting higher on education. Should I do it? I think it's definitely worth a shot. Like, when you say make deep dive talks, like, you're making YouTube videos about it, I assume? Can we see your horse's stats? Yes. So this is Timbit. He is kind of an average horse, but he will be really good later on. I just need to finish training him. Gumbo also has pretty good stats, but I'm not going to train him to the fullest, just because I just bought him as a little project to keep me extra busy. Clover is mid-ranged, and Orion is also a high-stat horse. He just needs a little bit more training to finish up. Hello, Lamb! Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Also, Cat, welcome to the stream. I'm sorry if I missed any people earlier. Also, hi, Orchid. I see you sent a message in. Hello, hello. I'm doing alright. Currently struggling in the Wisconsin heat, but other than that, it's mostly okay. It's a blessing to live in a basement right now. Just make a sample script so we can protect them, aka information animal conservation message. Yeah, it'd be a fun thing to do, I think. I honestly kind of like you're just doing it more so as a hobby, not necessarily to push it out to something, correct? Like, just doing it for fun as something to do. I'd be curious to see what you end up writing, too, if you're in the Discord server. I know, I love Orion so much, I don't think I'm ever getting rid of him. I love him so much, chat! Let me, I'm not jumping these right now. There we go. Let me just, yeah, anyway. Okay, well maybe what we'll do, tentatively plan to, play Story of Alicia after this, and then maybe Planet Zoo. If we play Planet Zoo, though, like, the question I'm wondering is, like, should I revisit the Christmas? Do you guys remember Christmas Mactopia? I started on that save and I played it for a little bit, but then I, well, you know, I lost interest, as I do. I'm in England, the heat here has been insane, too. I just know, like, it's so much worse for you guys, so I try not to complain about it too much, because a lot of you don't live in a place where you've got air conditioning. Luckily, we have air conditioning here, and luckily I live in a basement, so it's, like, more comfortable than it is upstairs, definitely. But I know it's really rough in the places where there is not air conditioning at the moment. Okay, anyway, sorry. But if I guess we can discuss the Planet Zoo thing once we get closer to, just to see what happens. I say just to see what happens. Just to see what we end up deciding to go with. California sucks. We've been in the 80s, 90s all week. It's kind of funny you mentioned that, because I went on a trip to California. Now, to be fair, I went towards the coast. I wasn't really inland, so that probably contributed quite a lot, but, like, the temperature was actually really nice where I was. But then again, I was, like, literally right on the coast, so that's probably why. Okay, this one is done. This one is done. Game information is in the top right corner. The coast, as in, like, Santa Barbara, north, up Highway 1? Highway 1, is that it? I think it's Highway 1. 101 or 1, whatever one is, like, right on the coast. I can't remember. I could train him today some more, but technically the clock ends at 23, so we're gonna just go to bed. I visited the Bay Area. I drove through it. Drove through it and ate at a Shake Shack. And then kept on the journey. No aircon, only a fan on full blast. We don't live in the hottest country, but it's still insanely hot. Yes, I sympathize with the situation. Ice Cube manifesting, in the future, 1,000 fans for European citizens to utilize. Donated to everybody who lives there. I need to clean this horse, actually. I don't know why I'm immediately putting a saddle on him. Sometimes I forget. Like, you can't really tell that he's dirty, because it blends in with the gray bits. I need to actually train him today. I also should do the competition today. I think that would be a wise choice. Timothy. Timothy! I just finished watching my neighbor's dog. I watched her dog this weekend, and I'm so glad that's... I really like dogs, but also at the same time, I kind of just... It makes me appreciate, whenever I take care of somebody else's dog, it makes me appreciate having a bunny instead. Guys, I love him. He's so smart and so cute and so good. Where do you like being scratched? I didn't figure that out yet. Up here? Shoulders? Back? No, you like your neck scratched. Okay. This is the first time I think we've had a horse that likes their neck scratched. Hi, Cardas. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Hello, hello. Yes, Gumbo is here. I don't know if he's gonna last the whole stream, to be honest. By last, I mean I don't know if I'm gonna keep him through this whole stream today, but... Wait, is this the max level? What? Wait. What day is the Rare Rookies Day? What day is the rare... Is that the day that 5-star horses appeared? Hi, Tia! Welcome to the stream! Yes, this is a newer horse game. We've been playing it for the past few days. And it's been pretty enjoyable thus far. Okay, this is... Sunday is Rare Rookies. On Sunday, I'll go back and take a look. I'll go and take a little look. But for now, we'll just... Here, I'm gonna do a competition, I think, first with... the horse, because we're currently quite broke, and, you know, we need some money. Although, be warned, I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna lock in for this, okay? I'm gonna lock in and get it right. Hi, Crispy. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, I'm going crazy. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. Thank you for the heart. I sincerely appreciate that. Thank you. Dude, I'm actually like flying around this. Can I just say? 1, 2. Yeah, that's right. We're doing it. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, it was so good until I messed that up. Sorry. I knocked that pole too. It was going so well. So well. But look at the time. Kind of a crazy time. Tomorrow, we're gonna do it, and it's gonna be a clean round. Thank you for the heart nails. I sincerely appreciate it. Thank you, Robin. I appreciate that. It was overwhelmingly buggy and no updates. If you're talking about Fernhoof, I fear... It's actually, I'm not gonna lie, like, this is probably one of the cleanest playtests I've ever played in terms of bugs. Like, it's pretty well polished. She's already put out a patch after 1 to 2 days of the... Or no, not 1 to 2 days, sorry. It was this weekend. This last weekend, I remember. But even before it, like, there was just, like, some very small quality of life things that I didn't really like, and they've been fixed very quickly. Thank you, Alana. I hope yours has been as well. I'm a sucker for a horse game. Do you have an opinion yet? Pros and cons on how it is? I think it's very, very good. This was made by somebody who I think... I don't know if she's newer to game development, but this is like her first game project, from what I understand that she's made. And basically, from how I understand it, is... She's been working on this for the last 2 years. And it mostly focuses on being a academy student at a riding school. And eventually I'm pretty sure there's going to be like a loose story to follow maybe. But it's mostly focused on training horses, taking care of horses, improving your riding skills, your riding knowledge, etc. And it has realistic riding mechanics, which are optional. They're not required. But if you've ever played Tales of Rain Ravine, it reminds me so much of that. And the promise that that one offered. So that's like, I don't know, that's why I don't know, all I'll say is the future is bright with this game, in my opinion. That, and it's already been so well received that I feel like, I think it's very clear that the dev has done a pretty good job based on the player horse game community's reaction to this game since it's launched. So, do with that information what you will, but I think it's definitely worth a try if the core concept intrigues you. That, and it's only $7 to access the playtest at the moment. which I've already got, like... Let's see how much I have in this save. 15.8 hours in just this one save alone. So I've already gotten, like, 50 cents per hour that I've played out of that, which I consider that to be a very good price. So, yeah, that's my opinion on that. But yeah, definitely worth a try if the concept intrigues you. The only really cons I would say at the moment is just that it's a bit repetitive at the moment, because not everything is implemented, and there's some more things. But the riding is very enjoyable, and given that riding is the main focus of this game, like, that's the most important thing. Like, I could jump around the horses all day, which is good. Is this course on Discord? Yes, somebody in my... Well, okay, specifically in my Livestream Discord server, the Makichan Community Discord. This course was made by a viewer named Spyghost, and they submitted it in the Fernhoof Grove channel on the Discord server, and it can be found there. Crispy, I would like to try your very difficult course. Give me a moment. Let me finish jumping over all of this, and then I'll take it for a spin. Yes, I do ride IRL, mostly sort of eventing type stuff. At one point in time I competed up to beginner novice. It's been a minute since I've done a competition though, I should say. Single dev make the best games, bro, I swear. They do, and I think it's just because, I don't know, for so long, there was a time during gaming when, like, okay, so obviously, like, you couldn't, not to say you couldn't make a game by yourself, but, like, certain games of this scope you couldn't have made by yourself, right? But, like, I think it's because the game industry is changing so much. It's, like, companies that are kind of greedy and don't do a great job, usually. I feel like, I don't know, it's given the opportunity for these solo developers who are able to learn game engines and make their own thing actually, like, really thrive. Yes, they put so much effort in. I do have my own horse. No, I don't. That's a lie. Sorry. I was gonna say I have my own horse in game. My brain is so fried. I don't have my own horse. I take lessons and I ride a horse at my barn kind of consistently, but I do not have my own horse. It's just, I fear it's not affordable for me currently in this economy and in the current life phase I'm in. But one day. The goal is to one day have a horse. Give me one sec. Crispy, I'm gonna look at your course you sent me. Crispy Tall Course. Okay. No noobs, super pro only, in all caps. Okay. Sure, I can work with that. Well, okay, so you keep the game through its playtest, but you'll have to buy the game once it comes out on Steam. Like, to play you're paying to play the playtest, and you can pay once. You don't need to buy it over again. The playtest, that is. When I get a horse, you want to come ride mine? Oh, that's very, very sweet. But I fear, at the moment, even if I wanted to, travel is not very affordable for me. But thank you, that's very sweet of you. I miss my horse so much. I want to start making enough money to go adopt a Mustang. On God, low-key, that's kind of a dream of mine too. I don't really consider myself... I don't know, I feel like I have enough horse experience where, like, I've ridden some horses before that are a bit more difficult and then gotten in the routine and they've evened out and improved a bit, but I know training a Mustang and working with a horse that's already used to people and just working through problems are two very different things. But I believe in myself and I believe I could do it. Vitamins? Okay, yep. No release date. Estimated at least a year or longer. Will the house always be a black void or are later updates planned? Not sure, but given that the game, I don't think really, like, because the house isn't ours, it's like a summer school house. I don't think it's a game goal really at the moment. Is he He's not advanced enough for the big jumps yet, unfortunately, but that's okay. I want to try Crispy's course. Well, here, how about we go to I'm gonna do the competition first again, the advanced one, because I'm crazy, and then we can try your course, Crispy. Used to do groundwork, training, and train my first horse before I had to put them out on lease and sell them. Best decision though, he fell asleep in the young horse's lap one day and is now a spoiled rotten. I love that. I have considered in the past, I've been like, how, like, would it be worthwhile for me to buy a horse that's like, you know, lower end and then train them up to be, I don't know, like a decent-ish eventer and then sell them? Like, is that worthwhile? But I feel like horses nowadays are so expensive, like the cost of everything. Oh my god, buying a project horse isn't as nearly as worth it anymore as it used to be. Ego POV, first person? You can ride in first person, I just, don't, because I am crazy. I say it because I'm crazy. Because I find it's easier for me to see from this perspective. Alright, we're not gonna knock the thing over this time. There we go. Yes, yes, we won. Joy to the world. Second time I've done it. Second time, guys. $1,200. Sorry. It feels good because that course is very... I know that course is very difficult at times. Okay, we're gonna try that course you mentioned. I will go over here and try it. A solid $1,200. $1,200. I wasn't alive when you just sold Cricket. Cricket, it's actually so sad. Cricket was so long ago at this point. But she's probably out there in the world somewhere, doing great things. You know what I was thinking of? It'd be very cute if there was like a rare chance for a horse you owned previously to appear in the world, like at a show. Because I know that's a thing for like my trainer. Like she trained some horses a couple years back, and even still, she'll sometimes see people from people who bought her horse. The horse she brought up. Oh, let me import this. Oh. Hold on, let me... Crispy Talk course, no noob. Super pro only. Okay, this looks a little tough. Where's one? One... Okay, 1, 2, 3... Go around. 4, 5... 5... Go around. 6... 7... 8... 9... Okay, cool. There's 9. Alright, we can try this. I've worked with a dealer. I think if you own your own land, then it's worthwhile, but if you're waiting to get a yard, buying horses to sell isn't as worthwhile. Horses are expensive anyway, but by the time you cover their fees and vet bills, rent for the land really eats up the money. Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't know, I think it was something that was much more common to do, like you said, back in the day when it was a more affordable thing, but it's just like, the cost to board a horse is so much more expensive than it used to be. And then, like you said, vet bills and everything else, it all adds up. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Well, this is kind of fun to ride, Crispy. You did a good job, I think. 1. Oh! God. We're actually, like, soaring right now. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, okay. This line is kind of throwing me off. 1, 2. I will say, I feel like the striding in this game. Okay. 1, 2. Oh, okay. Blasted through the last fence. But otherwise, it was good. That was pretty good. Here, let's try this line again. I think I'm gonna level up his strength some more, actually. I say level it up. I'm gonna pay to increase his jumping. But what does having higher jumping do? Like, beyond just increasing the rate at which... I say the rate. Does it increase your horse's scope overall? Game information is in the top right corner. I think I'm gonna... yeah, do that. More scope, maybe? I would think that's what it would do. I know strength is correlated with your horse's, like, stamina regeneration. I've not seen any dapple grays in this game. I'm guessing they're implemented. I don't know. I remember I was actually watching some old game footage not too long ago, And I swear... Gosh, how do I swear it, like... There was a horse that looked like a dapple gray to me, and I was like, oh, this is very cute. And it's not the gray I have in my barn. It's a different, not the color of Timbit. No dressage in this game, just cross-country and show jumping. At the moment, that is. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I could maybe go to a little bit more investigation. I think today... Oh, God. Yep, I knew I messed that up. That's okay. I don't know. We can... I was gonna see on Sunday, because Sundays is the rare rookies day, and that's kind of like when the rarer colors appear. And I've also noticed I'm trainer level... What do you call it? Trainer level... What is it? Trainer level 10, which is the max. So, like, hypothetically, I should have 5-star coats unlocked, maybe? Or maybe the 5-star coats only appear on Sundays? I don't know. I'm not sure. I've thought about getting a property for boarding horses, but realized raising and selling fallow deer meat would be more lucrative 1 year than board facility in 10 years. Yeah. I don't know. Board facilities... It sucks because it's like less and less people are owning horses, partially because I don't want to say there's like kind of a boarding crisis too, but there is like kind of a boarding stable crisis because board gets more expensive, and then because board gets more expensive, horse prices in general get more expensive, and it's just like, I don't know, it's a whole ordeal. Game information is in the top right corner. I was hoping if I ran at it, we could make it a 3-star item. Maybe we could have, but that's okay. There's no 5-star yet. Oh, okay. Alright, that's okay. I will say, I've seen that she's been working on... Oh gosh, what's it called? Overo markings. Which is pretty exciting. Here, we need to stop training him. We need to go train... we need to go train another horse. But, yeah, I don't know. It just makes me sad. I really do hope the situation changes. I feel like part of the reason horses aren't as, like, accessible for people these days is just, it's becoming a rich person only hobby, and that's not even entirely true. Like, you can still own a horse even if you're middle class, but it's like, it's just, I don't know, it's so hard. Like, you gotta prioritize certain things that before... Like 20, 30 years ago, you wouldn't have had to make the choice between. Unfortunately, horses went from a necessity to a rich. Yup. Things have changed quite a bit, but I don't know. I'm just hopeful. Hopeful we'll see something that makes horses more accessible in the future, horse economy wise. Like, I wonder if I calculated it out. See, I've never looked at this, but, like, the type of job I'd be getting with my degree would allow me to make $60,000 a year, and, like, really thinking about it, I'm not really sure. Like, I'm trying to really think about it, and, like, even then I don't know that... Probably could afford a horse, but I don't know. I just feel like... Oh, sorry, baby. This... This poor horse. I tried to make him jump the frickin'... Oh my gosh. Sorry. Many medium height oxers. Here, we can do this one. Can do this one. Isn't it mad that history before used to own horses because they were cheap and now it's for the elites? It is very ironic, isn't it? Okay. Guys, I'm really... really succeeding at these jumps. Let me try that line again. 1, 2, 1. Oh, knocked that. I will say, I think the Dutch Warmbloods don't jump as high, I've noticed. Maybe that's something you guys have noticed as well. Not in current economic excessively low cost of living state. Yeah, that too. I think Wisconsin is... kind of depends where you live in Wisconsin. Can kind of make it work, maybe. 6? Is this what I'm supposed to jump? The 6 one over here? 5. Sorry, this is hard because I don't have the guidelines. 1, 2, 3. Dude, this poor horse. I'm not really. Okay, we cleared that one. Let's try this one again. I just wonder if he's just not... I think for a Dutch Warmblood it's harder to get these double fences. This is an oxer, but it's not how do I word this? There we go. Not a real oxer, and by real oxer I just mean it's 2 fences put to get like... Okay, let me explain this so I don't look like an idiot, okay? In game, you have actual physical oxers, right? Like two fences put together. But you can also make your own oxers, and it's harder to jump the oxer you make yourself with the 2 separate fences than it is. Yeah. Vermont is pretty, but it seems like a rich grandparent state. I feel like a lot of, not all of the East Coast, but like most of the East Coast and even the West Coast kind of feels like, maybe not the West Coast so much. I just remember when I went there, I was like, the East Coast specifically, I was like, damn, my grandma would maybe live here. And I do actually have a grandma that lives in North Carolina. So, I don't know. That's just like where all my relatives go for vacation, but I'm very much a... Guys, I like going to like the Pacific Northwest personally when I travel. Trainer level 10. Game information is in the top right corner. Okay, you know, we're gonna go do a little bit of cross-country as a treat, because everybody... I love cross-country, guys! Yay! How strongly do the horses' behavior and attributes vary from each other when riding? Pretty good, honestly. Like, okay, I don't know if you've ever played Tales of Rain Ravine, but it's comparable to that. So some horses are much more forward, and some horses are more medium temperament. So as you can see, Timbit here, he's kind of slightly leaning to the hotter side, but he's also not quite as far as my other horse, who is... Like, he'll basically run at every single fence you point him at, and you have to, like, manually slow them down. There isn't horses that know how to auto-stride at the moment, so I'll be curious to see if that's implemented, but, like, you can see here, he's just... This horse will just trot up to the fence and be okay doing that, whereas some other horses will run. You can't download it on Steam. It's only on Patreon as of right now. There's a Steam store page, but the Steam store page you can't actually buy anything from because it's just the preview of the game. And eventually the game will be sold there. Eventually, but we're talking like 10 plus years from... I say 10 plus years. Help! Not 10 plus years. 1 plus years from now. Sorry. Messing up my words. Yeah, mess that up. Plan for them are boarding. If you enter from 8K to 26K a year for a horse, not factor any crazy bills like colic and all the fun stuff. Yeah, no, I would not. That's like a car bill. I say like a car bill. The amount it costs for a car. And that's over the course of multiple years, assuming you don't buy it all at once. Low-key, maybe it's just better to lease a horse. I feel like it's kind of more economical. Sometimes... Oh, okay, we're running. 1, 2... Mess that up. You need to click space manually. Because I'm playing on the realistic striding settings, you can only jump when the little white horse is glowing. Leo checking in from Sweden. Found you while scrolling TikTok. Hello, Sweden. I've got multiple friends from Sweden, actually. Guys, hedge. Hedge? That's the... It's not even hedge. But hello, welcome in. Currently playing... I mean, as you can see, currently playing Fernhoof Grove. Mostly play a lot of other horsey, animal-related games on here. But welcome to the streams. I hope you enjoy. Oh my god, I'm struggling. Grace, thank you for the finger heart. I sincerely appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I will say, some people have told me that it's very, very, very troublesome for them doing some of the other, like, just doing the competitions in game. Guys, game information is in the top right corner. Grace! Oh, ah! I didn't mean to do that. Grace, thank you so much for the 54... Damn, that's a lot of stuff, actually. 54 roses, 4 finger hearts, and 16 roses. I sincerely appreciate that. Thank you so much, Grace. Thank you, thank you. Does Legend of Khiimori release date yet? And when it comes fully out, Steam, could I get a bit of it the day after when it comes out fully? I lead interest quickly. Well, you've got, it'll probably be out for another year or so? Not another, maybe another year? There's not an official release date yet, no. Game information is in the top right corner. Thank you again, Grace, for all of the gifts. I sincerely appreciate it, Pookie. Thank you. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna just... I need to finish training this horse, so I'm just gonna focus a smidge. I personally really enjoy it, but do keep in mind that it is a playtest. Paying for a playtest means that you can expect that the game is unfinished, and also when you pay for a playtest, assume that it means buying the game again in the future once it's fully out on the Steam store. It's just a means of supporting the game's development early on, and also... It's a means of supporting the game's development early on, and also... testing the game. Sorry, that's the word I was looking for. I'm excited for Horses of Hoofprint Bay. I am also so excited for Horses of Hoofprint Bay. Like, that is another demo that I'm seriously looking forward to. Are there a lot of bugs? No. Honestly, this is probably... I've played a lot of early access horse game playtest type things in my time, and honestly, this one might be the cleanest one in terms of, like, lack of bugs. Like, most things seem to function as intended. The developer seemed to spend a lot of time working on this. I assume the playtest would be rendered obsolete once the full game is out, yes. And by that, I mean probably closed in some shape, way, or form. I have 25 hours on the demo. I have... let me see. I actually haven't looked in a while. This game is not free, and it will not be free in the future. Demo has 7.3 hours. But I also playtested it, so you include those hours too, I suppose. I think the playtest, unfortunately, it might actually be closed now. I think it was something that happened in December, in February? December to February? Maybe? I could be wrong about that, but I think the playtest part is mostly done. It was just, I think they had the playtest more as like a, not to say a proof of concept, but like seeing if the concept was resonating with people to know where to go on things. And then obviously the demo really helped garner a lot of interest for it too, people getting to try it out. Maybe they are, maybe I haven't been paying attention well enough. But yes, the playtest was very, I had a good playtesting experience with them. I am very excited, though, for the main game to come out, and I'm also letting you guys know when that game comes out. There's probably going to be a lot of hours dumped into that as well. Let me see. I want to see if I can see how many hours I had in the playtest. Let me see. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Horses, where is it? I have so many games in my library, dude. 8.3 hours, so about 15 hours when you combine all the hours. Game information is in the top right corner. I love the demo, but I wish we could play more than 25 days per save. I understand why they did it, but still. Yeah, I know. Kind of a bittersweet thing. It's like I don't want them to give away too much, but also they gotta keep us hooked, you know? They gotta keep us interested by not letting us play it to the fullest. I never did the Rainbow's Horse thing, but I always thought it was kind of funny seeing what people ended up making. Alright, what should we do? Should we go to a competition again? I think. I should just keep playing, but just without unlocking stuff. I don't know. Yeah. I will say, I was a bit sad that the foals wouldn't be born. Like, if you bred a horse and it didn't overlap with the time it took for it. I didn't really love that. It wouldn't automatically, you know, I don't want to say spawn in, but like, definitely there were a couple horses where I was really excited to see the foals of it, and then I never got to. But it's okay. That's part of the playtesting experience. In popular opinion, I hate Gumbo's coloring. I think, you know, it's different, but I don't dislike it. Literally slicing and dicing right now. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Yes, Orion has gotten much better. Whew, almost knocked the standard. Whew, oh my god. Sorry. 1, 2, 3. I think that's the best time I've gotten. 46.5. Maybe I got 45 last time, but I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. These shortcuts you take make me so nervous. I could never. Dude, that's what you gotta do to win, okay? You've gotta do it all to win at all costs. Sacrificing, everything. Sacrificing everything for it. You can. There's a couple other competitions. Technically, I could take... Gumbo could go to the novice, and you could go to the intermediate if we wanted. Grace, thank you so much for the heart puffs and the rose. I sincerely appreciate that. Thank you so much, Grace. Here. He's just a little special, you know, he's a little bit moldy. Moldy looking. It's for, the... Where is this appearing? It's... No, hold on. Sorry. It's the... Give me a sec. No, that's not it. Hold on. I'm trying to think. There's supposed to be a TikTok alert that appears... Oh, here. It's just on the TikTok side that it appears on. Alright, I think that's... See, I'm not sure if I should ever... What I usually do... No. Okay. Sorry. So, basically, I have it so there's alerts, audio alerts that's set up for, like, GIFs and things of that nature. And it's more so I can see them, make sure I react to them, and show appreciation for it. But I have the, like, visual of it disabled on Twitch, but you could still hear the sound because obviously the sound comes through my computer, which is what the streaming service reads. Timbit, we're gonna go do this competition. I haven't done this competition for a couple days, so hopefully it's okay. Liv, thank you for the heart puff. I sincerely appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, the other riders are NPCs. Hi Lila, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Hello, hello, welcome in. We're currently just competing right now. And I've already messed up. I thought the striding was right. I guess it wasn't. Maybe I know sometimes I pressed the spacebar too early. By accident. Not meaning to, but it's just... Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Have you ever played either Wolfden or Lyoden? Dude! It's very funny you mention that, because sometimes I just watch random internet drama videos, and for some reason, Lyoden drama appeared in my For You page, and I was like, that's a name I haven't heard in ages, so then I proceeded to watch the video. And then I was like, wow, this game clearly has changed a lot since I last played it, and I was like, maybe I'd buy... I say buy. Maybe I should get an account again and try playing or whatever. But, also, I know how I function, and no matter what browser game it is, dude, like... After like 3 or 4 days, I always forget. And if it's not 4 days, it's like 10 days or a month. So that, or maybe I'll feel goaded into spending money, and then what'll happen is I'll spend money on it, but then I'll never play it anyway. So it's like, I don't know. I say it doesn't matter, but it's like, if I know in my brain, like I have a habit of dropping browser games, and I'll be really invested in it for the first couple days, and then leave it, it's better that I just don't play at all, so I don't end up putting money into something that I'm not going to play long term. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just have bad self-control like that. I don't know. So, for that reason, I don't really play many browser games anymore. Chat, I'm not allowed to play browser games. I'm not allowed to play browser games anymore. 1, 2, 3. Where am I going? Hold on, let me just... I'm trying to think. Maybe the fitting channel for it could be maybe media, or if it's meant to be relevant with like Planet Zoo, I know you mentioned, it could go straight into other games potentially. But if you feel like it's not really tied to Planet Zoo, like you don't need it to be tied to it, then perfectly fine leaving it just in media. Okay, yeah, that's okay. I didn't expect us to get a great time. We weren't doing too well. Yeah, we've been talking about Planet Zoo a lot lately. I've been like, it's been on my mind. It's been on my mind. Today we might even play it for a little bit, because normally we play animal games on Mondays. But, my dear friend Sorrel, who is normally with us on Mondays, their Wi-Fi is gone. So, we're not playing Wolf Quest today, unfortunately. I say we're not playing it today. If they don't come back, if their Wi-Fi doesn't return, yeah, that's what it's gonna be. Okay, yeah, that works, that works. I'll read after stream. Did you cut their Wi-Fi? I'm so sad. I did not cut their Wi-Fi. I know you guys might think I would do something horrible like that, but I did not, in fact, cut their Wi-Fi. The Canadian service providers did, not me. Not me. Do you have YouTube? Yes, I do have a YouTube channel. I post all of my live streams after the fact on YouTube, so if you ever want to see, like if you miss a live stream or you want to see what came before what's happening today, you can always watch them there. Game information is in the top right corner. All-time favorite game. Alicia. Alicia Online. I mean, it's not really Alicia Online at this point, it's just Alicia, because there's more than one private server now. But yeah, my favoriteest horse game ever. I love it so much. My first horse was Clover. You can actually... I uploaded a TikTok the day I bought her. It's posted on my page. Also, you can play Fernhoof. It's not because of that. I wouldn't have offered to play Planet Zoo and other pony games if that was the case. Although, don't get me wrong, I do like playing Fernhoof. That, and I'm gonna let you guys know right now, I don't think there's gonna be a bonus stream tomorrow. I'm going to hang out with a friend tomorrow, and, what else? What other cool things am I doing tomorrow? Nothing. Nothing. Going to the barn I'm riding to in the morning. If I manage to survive the heat wave. Okay, have fun in Canada. I fear I could, although I would love to go visit Sorrel in Canada, I fear right now, the $500 round trip plane ticket is not in the, cards for me, which is okay. I just plowed through that fence. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. I feel like I can only get this triple oxer sometimes. It's not all of the time, which I wonder what it is on the approach that kind of changes whether or not I'm able to do it, but he's almost maxed, not quite. Almost there, but not quite. Almost there, but not quite. To be honest, I don't think I have a single horse that's maxed. Clover almost is. Technically, I say maxed in her abilities. I'm gonna work on getting enough money so I can afford to level him up all the way. I think that's what we're gonna use when we sell Gumbo. That's what we're gonna use the money we get for. That, and maybe use the money to buy another project horse, but also use it to train Orion so he can be a 100 out of a 100 horse. I don't hate you guys, I swear. Listen, Sorrel, if they're not here today, they'll be back by Thursday. And if they're not, I will go to Canada myself and I will ensure. I'll personally set up my Wi-Fi hotspot, trust. That and, I'm trying to think. you should know, I think I talked about this a bit, but during September, the Wolf Quest streams are gonna have to just cut back a bit due to Sorrel going and staying with family for a bit. Consider it preparation. Preparation? Oh gosh, sorry. Yawned so hard I tabbed out of the game. I do not own a horse IRL. I would love to own a horse IRL, but it's just not affordable for me at the moment in today's economy. Oh, sorry to this horse. Are you trying to manifest something, Crispy? Low key, I estimate, so we've been playing, how long have we been playing Pickle and... When did Wizard die? I don't even remember. Was it June? Did Wizard die in June, or was it May? Does anybody know? I think it was June. I think. I have no concept of time. We're just gonna do this one. End of May. Maybe June. So true. Maybe June. I think... Okay, so if Raccoon and Pickle are 5 years old now. They just turned 5. We've estimated that it takes like 1 to 2 weeks to fully raise a litter of puppies, so it takes 1 to 2 weeks to pass an in-game year. That means over the course of 2 months we age 2 years. Elder Wolf is at 8 years old, which means probably sometime in September? I think sometime in September is when their story will end. So, do with that information what you will. Yes, lots of math. Thought so hard about script writing that I gave myself a headache. Oh, Poogie. See, that's why I can't even work. Okay, this sounds horrible. I can't work that hard because if I get so invested, I just exhaust myself in my brain. Can I place best who dies first? No, probably not. Probably not. I fear, is gambling illegal in Ireland? No, that's Iceland, not Ireland. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Yes, I do have realistic striding on. We're going by so quick, I know. They're already 5 years old, think about it. 3 years have already passed in-game. 3 more years, and one of them will likely die of old age. Technically, they could both make it to 9, but I think the odds of that happening is quite unlikely, but we'll see. I'm curious to see if our theory about male wolves dying faster is real or not. Dude, I have so many horses to train in a day. It's too much. Too much, too much. So it's gonna be one of Pickle and Raccoon's pups that'll be played next? Yes. Undetermined at the moment who it's gonna be, obviously. That's something we'll decide when we approach that point in their life cycle. Like, we'll start talking about it around age 8. That'll kinda decide who gets in, ends up being the heir or not. And I think I might allow Sorrel to be the heir this time around, too. We'll see, though. What happens if you don't train your horses every day? Nothing happens so much. It's more like... It's just like... The training doesn't get done if you don't train them, is what it is. Like, in order for them to get better, and in order for them to be stronger, you need to train them. So, like, if I want to be able to take this horse and do the advanced competitions with him, I need to train him so that he can handle the advanced competitions. If that makes sense. Really no consequence, though, to not doing it if I say I didn't want to do it today, but it's just not going to get done if I don't do it. That and every single day you're kind of limited on the amount of focus you can get. So, once you've ran out of focus, that's all the training you can do for the day. Yeah, no, sorry. Generally when we consider an heir, it's always based on, like, the skills and whether or not I like playing with the set of skills. You can make the days longer or shorter? I might have to make them a bit longer, know that. Ooh. Might have to do the long days, I'm not gonna lie. Script writing, although it may seem easy, there is kind of a, I don't want to say an art to it, but there's kind of a, I don't even know if I want to call it, yeah, there's kind of a, I don't know. It's something that definitely comes with practice. But I think it's just, for me, it's, whenever I write scripts for things, it's always if it's like a large scale enough project where it requires one, sorry. Dude, literally, in the last Wolf Quest stream, guys, every single puppy got sick. Except Mink. Mink is the last one to get sick. It's actually crazy. Okay, I'm just gonna clean everybody, I'm gonna feed everybody. We'll go do the competition with Orion again today. And this time, I'm gonna win again, because obviously, I'm so locked in, trust. I'm very excited to try. It's gonna be a decent bit till then, but I'm excited to play the national and regional competitions if they ever get implemented, in the far future when they get implemented. Itchy, itchy, itchy. Perfect. Okay. Feed everybody while I'm here. I guess Clover gets food too, even though she's retired. Oh my gosh, sorry. Makes it sound like I'm starving her. Because she's retired. That's not why. It's just because she's not performing, so... She doesn't need food, guys. She's just chilling out. My Wolf Quest save, I somehow have the Overwhelm and the possibility of being my heir. I think you should choose Overwhelm. Overwhelm is the best one. Would you recommend? Yes, I really enjoy it. I've had a lot of fun with it. I've got over 15 hours in it at this point, and to me, that really speaks to the fact that the game is genuinely good, in my opinion. Let's just say I wouldn't willingly play this that much if I didn't think it was good. I think that's the narrowest turn I've ever made in game. Let's see if I can make another one. Nope. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow, I'm going crazy. Always take this line slow. Take this line really narrow. Really fast, too. 1, 2. Joy. 44.72. I think this is the best. This is definitely the best time I've ever gotten on this course. Very epic, very good. Happy to see that. I got a notification, guys. Is it from Sorrel? Let me take a look. I think they would text me or appear in Twitch chat if that was the case. Nope, not Sorrel. Alright, here we go. Do I want to do another competition? I want to play 2 more in-game days to see if there's any rare horses on Sunday. That's gonna be my goal, I guess, for lack of a better explanation at the moment. And then we'll switch games. Do you guys want... I know there were some people earlier who wanted me to play, what do you call it? Some people wanted me to play Story of Alicia, and what I was gonna say is, if I play Story of Alicia, I'd be willing to do open rooms with people. Normally I don't do that, but I'd be willing to do that. And then the other option too was Planet Zoo, but I don't know if the people who wanted to play Alicia are still here. Yes, I asked earlier, I was like, okay, so Sorrel isn't here, what do you guys want? And some people were like, oh, play Story of Alicia! But I think some of the people that wanted to play Story of Alicia are no longer watching. You still want to play Story of Alicia, clearly. I do like the striding system in Fernhoof Grove compared to Estrade. I feel like Estrade had so much potential and then it kind of feels like it was abandoned. Yeah, honestly, it's really sad. It did seem like Estrade, like, they genuinely went into it with such high hopes. And I think, like, there's some things about it that still are so good. But I just, how do I word this? I just really feel like, I think they ended up getting kind of wrapped up in the scope of the game. I know a lot of people were like, oh, is this gonna be multiplayer? Is this gonna be multiplayer? And they had to, like, fundamentally change the game to make it able to be played as a multiplayer game. And I don't know if that was ever in the intended scope for the game. And then after that, dude, like, because I remember they had this demo of the game, and it looked pretty decent. Like, there was more in the demo, I think, than it looked like there was in, you know, the game when it launched in early access. But, it just, how do I word this? It just, I don't know, I think they got a bit in over their head, and then a lot of people obviously continued to ask for things that I think just ended up slowing the progress of the game down. And I still hope that they're able to see the game to completion, but obviously, like, funding, because I think they had, like, 4 to 5 people working on it. Funding full-time development costs for 4 to 5 people is a lot of money. Like, that's maybe $200,000 a year, and I don't think the game ever made that much. No, it's okay. There's some people who are interested in some games, and there's some people who aren't interested in other games. It's just kind of the way it is, and that is okay. That is okay. Alright, I'm gonna swap horses again. Some of the ones for some fitness, and then there are, and now, and only then continue to make the storyline further and add things. Yes, that is correct. I have 4 horses right now. I don't really want 4 horses. I don't really, long term, I don't want to be actively riding 3 horses. But the lease out feature isn't a thing yet, so Gumbo will not be here for long, that is true. Low-key, I think I might skip to tomorrow. I say skip to tomorrow. I played both, and a lot of people complain about how the environment didn't look realistic. I like the cartoon environment with realistic horses, but I definitely wish that they stuck with the development they were doing when they released the first trailers for the gameplay. Same. I just feel like they lost a lot of progress, and then, like, I don't know, there was a lot of promise again for the concept, but I think it's just, like, it was asking too much for the size of the team that they had. And they've said they're going to continue to work on it, which is good, but I know that there are people on the team who've had to, what do you call it? To be clear, we're talking about Estrade right now, not Fernhoof Grove. I think it just, yeah, I don't know, like, it's sad. I think they had a good idea, and then having to narrow down on the scope, or narrow down, then expanding the scope changed a lot. The game is available on Patreon right now. It's a playtest, so you can pay once. So, yeah, Patreon obviously runs like a subscription service, but the dev has said numerous times that you're able to cancel the subscription after paying once, and you will retain access to the playtest as it updates, so long as you hold on to your game key and are able to access the updates through itch.io, which is what the game is. Game files are released through at the moment. What happened with Tales of Rain Ravine? So I don't know if this is, like, entirely true, but what I've heard through the grapevine is that the developer for Tales of Rain Ravine was based in Ukraine, and Ukraine obviously has unfortunately been going through a war for the last few years, and She was able to continue development throughout that war for most of it, but I'm assuming that since she's gone radio silent for so long, that yes, we still own Clover. She's just here. She's here doing absolutely nothing but just chilling and minding her business. Being very demure and covered in dirt, but that's okay. That's probably how she likes living. So, I don't know. It's kind of... I kind of assume that something must have happened in regards to that, and as a result, she was no longer able to continue development. And although it would be nice to hear an update from her, hopefully she's just out there and she's okay if she had to evacuate somewhere. And like I said, I could be wrong, but that is what I have heard, so. And I feel like it timeline-wise makes sense, honestly, because it's very strange. All I'll say is like, I think if her intention was to scam people, and I know some people have that opinion, I think if her intention was to scam people, she wouldn't have maintained the act for 4+ years. Like, and she did actually put out good content when it finally came time to put out the stuff. And the demo was completely free to try. And, obviously when you support a game's development on Patreon, you're supporting it not knowing that the game will ever be completely finished. That's just part of supporting a Patreon project, is like there's technically no guarantee, especially when it's one single dev. But that's like the one bad thing about being a single dev, is like if something happens and you're the only person connected to your project, like it makes it insanely difficult to recover from. Anyway, okay, we're gonna do another competition today. I want to have more money. I sound so big and greedy, but listen, it's what I need. I just want a basic horse game with no quest, and you get to just be goofy with friends, kind of like what House is doing with their upcoming game called Big Walk. Have not seen it, have not heard of it, but perhaps I'll take a look after stream. I think it's just hard to make good multiplayer horse games, because it's like, once we reach Sunday in-game, to finish my thought, I think it's just hard to make good... I'm not gonna talk about it. We're just gonna go. We're just gonna go. I'm gonna try to do this course as fast as I can. And, as recklessly as I can, too, clearly. Oh, God. I'm going crazy, guys. Absolutely crazy. Hog wild. Yeah. Don't worry about it too much. Hey, 43 seconds. It's doable. Just... Was that the wind? Yeah, that was the wind. That was the wind. Game information is in the top right corner. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like... Making a good horse game is just hard. Like... Obviously, it seems like the features would be so straightforward, but, like, look at how badly the horse game industry has struggled to get everything... I say everything right, but get most things right. And you can, like, look at this, for example, and it's, like... Just... Yeah. Funny. What do you mean? Where did you see that number, Crispy? Where did you see it? But anyways, like, it seems straightforward, but, like, look at this game. Solo developed by a person, and it took nearly 2 years. I think more than 2 years she's been working on it to get it this far. And, like, we've been seeing bits and pieces of it floating around the internet, but... Oh, I see. Day 6-9. Okay, I see how it is. You're so funny. Hi, JD. Funny seeing you on the TikTok side. Hello, hello. Lock in, JD. Lock in. Yes, I do have realistic striding on, because I love to torture myself with silly little horse things. Silly little horse game mechanics. Okay, I'm looking for a medium. This is fun. This is fun. Let's do this one. Sable in the more early spoiler was cute. I think I remember seeing that one, and I do think that one was cute as well, but I think she said it like I think she ended up changing it because the game's identity changed. Something like that. And it just didn't match with the personality anymore of what she was going for, which made sense. I still think the one we currently have is, you know, quite cute, and... Is this supposed to be a bounce? Hold on, let me keep... if I just keep trotting over it every single time, eventually I'll get it right, right? Maybe it'd help if you'd canter on the canter line. Okay, we're good. One... Oh. Not good. Should add more than just show jumping, dressage, and western. I'm gonna be honest, there's like no horse games with western in this day and age. Like, I don't know, I think it's less about how much you add into a game, and it's... With horse games, it should be less about how much is there and more about the quality of what is there. Do you know what I mean? And I think this game is a perfect example of, like, why less is more. Because, like, sure, at the end of the day, the core gameplay loop is being able to buy, sell horses, and train horses, and do competitions. How many horse games can we think of that has that? Many, I'm sure. But the way that it's been implemented is so well thought out. Like, it's got realistic striding, it's got different horse breeds that change the way the experience feels, it's got horse care that feels meaningful, it's got a, you know, a warm-up sequence that feels meaningful. Like, all of these things that actually tie into why horses are such fun animals to ride and, like, you know, spend time with. Like, it's just actually here, you know? So I think... Oh god. Chipping in again, my goodness. But, yeah, I think it's just... Less is more, guys, in horse games, real and true. I don't make the rules, I've played it enough to know. I know what people like. Trust me. Trust me. I know what I like, and I like what most people like. Hi Gecko! Welcome to the stream, I hope you're doing well. Hello, hello. Welcome in. We're currently Fernhoof maxing, as you can see. I hope they add a indoor arena in the future in-game. I feel like that would make sense to add. Because, like, I'm gonna be so for real. Whenever I ride in the rain IRL, like, if it starts pouring while I'm in the middle of a lesson or whatever, the horse 9 times out of 10 does not enjoy it. Like, most horses I know get irritated, personally. You have to use your scroll wheel to scroll all the way in. So you need a mouse. Like a physical, external mouse. Alright, it's your turn. Congratulations. It would be cool for arena eventing. True. I'm very excited. Yeah, fair, but every game is just, like, show jumping. And I agree, like, sure, the show jumping is quite oversaturated in many of the quote-unquote common horse games, but it's like, comparing the show jumping experience of this game to, let's look at Rival Stars. They recently added show jumping to their game not that long ago. This is so much more enjoyable, in my opinion. Like, so much more enjoyable. At least for me, like, I seriously enjoy having to physically stride it out and, like, manually hold the horse back and figure out what, combinations I'm gonna follow, and I like having to actually pay attention to what the horse is doing. Like, if my horse is slowing down on me, I need to get them to go forward so we can clear the fence. Whereas, if, say it was... What am I here? Oh, and if it's a horse that's forward, then you have to keep him slowed down to... You know, like, you gotta actively pay attention. Whereas so many of the other horse games in this day and age, it's just like... I say horse games in this day and age, just horse games that are repeating the show jumping discipline. They do it in a way that doesn't innovate at all on what it already is, you know? And this is innovative, and that's what we should encourage, I think, as a game community. It's not a bad thing to take another look at a discipline that's already in video games. It's just a matter of how do we innovate on it and make it more interesting. I've never actually tried Equestriad. It's more comparable to Tales of Rain Ravine if you've played that. In my opinion, like, that's the best thing I can compare it to that most people have tried. Like, the striding mechanic and also the horse temperament mechanics are pretty good. Rival Stars added what? What happened to the original game concept? They added show jumping earlier. I don't know if it was this year or last year, but they added show jumping. It was to go along, I think, with one of the new breeds, which I understand. Like, if they add new breed, I'm glad that they add a discipline that makes sense with the breed they're adding, personally. But, yeah. No, you're good. Hello, Victoria. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good day. But, like... And I will say, like, I appreciate so much that they kept adding stuff to the game, but it's just more like, as I said, it doesn't really innovate on the show jumping in a game thing, and that's kind of, not to say a big deal for me, but it matters. Welcome to the stream, Alexis. I think it's a lot harder on mobile than it is PC, but that makes sense, because they're trying to encourage you to spend more money on phone. On PC, it's honestly not that bad. Although I definitely lost a couple races. I hate you, Richard. If you know, you know. I don't have enough stamina for this one. So clearly we need to train some more strength exercises. My toxic trait is thinking I'd make a good horse game with no programming experience. No, it's okay. I also have that toxic trait. And when I say I have that toxic trait, I mean, I literally last year, my viewers from last year might remember this, but I went through a phase where I wanted to learn game development. And I literally made a little game, a little 2D side-scroller game, where you could hop around as Louis and collect carrots. I'm not even joking. Not even playing. You could run around and you could, collect carrots as Louis. But that's all you could do. Anyway, yeah, and then I also made this little game where it was like a wildlife camera, or the concept was it was supposed to be a wildlife camera, and basically you can, like you could click on an animal as it would walk past the wildlife camera, and you would add it to like a scrapbook, and there was gonna be like rare variants of certain animals, and the goal was to like track all the animals. Safe to say I did not progress very far in that one. Like, I think I still have some of the OG, like, images I made for it. I literally bought a pixel art making program just so I could try to make stuff look better. But obviously, guys, I did not follow through with that. And the ultimate goal was, by making all these little games, was to eventually have enough game experience to be able to make a horse game. And although I feel like I have a vision, I could have the vision for a good horse game, I've realized I don't have enough time to learn to code and create all the assets, and I don't have the money to make my own team, and I don't have the money to just sit and practice development and stuff full time. Like, that is stuff that takes an immense amount of time, so like choosing to invest the time into learning how to do that, like it genuinely, it's very impressive. So I have a lot of respect for game developers for that reason, self-taught ones. And ones that go to school, too. Like, it's not easy. But, yeah. We're gonna go to the market, because today is rare rookies. We might sell Gumbo today, we might not. But this is where I was planning to switch games after this. I love ending the stream by buying a new horse, chat. Can you tell? Hi. Piccolo. Piccolo? Oh, he's kind of cute, chat. He's got good skills, and he's got a forward temperament. We love to see it. He reminds me of Shadow. Confetti. Irish Draft Gelding. Cute. High energy. We love to see it. A proper red roan. Low. By Jumbo. Jumbo. 0. Cute. I had a high school class that offered... Who are you? Why is your temperament horrible? No! That's actually so sad. I got so excited. Chat, this horse is so gorgeous. She is so gorgeous. Ugh. It actually hurts me. It hurts. Do I just... What if I just... what if I just... What if I just... Close your eyes real quick. What if I just... What if... Wow, that's so crazy. I don't even know how this happened. I don't even know how that happened. That's so crazy. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. Oh. Hey guys, so we have a new horse. I don't know how that happened. It was very cool, very exciting. But this is our new horse. This is our new horse. Because she's so gorgeous. That is why. And you know, Gumbo was supposed to be a project anyway, and I literally went into it thinking we might sell him, and that's what happened. And you know what? If she ends up being a poor performer long term, we can sell her later on too. Must have been the wind. Must have been the wind indeed. Okay, so we're gonna give you an outfit. That's what we always do. Question is though, what color? I said I wanted a horse that could wear pink last time. We're gonna make her the pink horse. The pink horse. Okay, do we want... This is kind of like a pink and magenta theme. I think I'm gonna go for... It's called Rose. Okay, we're gonna go with that. Hi, Cardos. Funny seeing you here. I don't think we really have a hot pink. We've got this rose color, which is what I'm gonna go with. This is called burgundy, but it looks like magenta to me. I think wasting all my money challenge. I just want to experiment a little. Like you need to tighten runs if it is fast one, and then make jumping hard. See, I'm curious. Maybe I should turn off realistic striding one of these days and just try doing a race without it. I say race, competition. Just to see. What kind of color are you? I feel like you might be the hazelnut, to be honest. Saddle pad? What about this? Oh, look at that. She's nodding and she's smiling. She loves it. It's her favoritist thing. And then... Yeah, I think it's... She needs to wear all pink. How would we feel if I named her... Oh, I'm crazy for this. She is actually so pretty. She is so, so pretty. I'm like joyous with today's purchase. What if I named her... So this is the first horse I've ridden that I think actually has a properly slow temperament. So this will be interesting. This is also the first mare I've bought in a bit. So that'll be interesting as well. Rosie. I'm trying to think of like what other flower she could be named after. She definitely has flower energy. I'm kind of thinking... Okay, listen, y'all remember the horse we had in the Legend of Khiimori? I'm low-key feeling like she could be a magnolia. Is that crazy? Is that crazy? Guys, POV, I love naming everything Magnolia. I'm crazy. Lady of the Valley. Sunflower, Flora. Flora's kind of cute, actually. It's kind of giving old lady name. Reaper Leviathan. That's my favorite plant. Okay, I think I might go with Flora, actually. That, and it's... If you know, you know. If you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna name her Flora. Flora? Welcome to the family. She's kind of got old lady energy. I don't know how to explain it. But that's okay. Oh, did we drop the pole? 1, 2. I think these horses technically increase in stamina a bit faster. But yeah, she's very cute. I'm very pleased with our investment today. That's a really horrible image. This isn't really a great image either. Trying to get... Nope. Can't hide the yellow lines on the ground. I have to take everything out of the arena. It's okay. I'll take thumbnail photos in the future. I'll log on outside of this. Okay, I'm gonna save my game, and we are gonna switch games, I think. Yeah, when we named her Flora, I immediately thought of Violet Flower Garden's horse. But I think that's kind of special, honestly, and it warms my heart that it's kind of got a connection to her, you know? Okay. So, we're gonna save the game. I said I would be interested in playing Planet Zoo today. I also said I'd be maybe willing to play a bit of, Story of Alicia today. And I think today I'm willing to play it with viewers. Normally, I'm like, guys, I only want to do 60 plus rooms. And low-key, 90% of the time, that's the only thing I want to do. But, I think today is a different day. Yay, Wolf Quest. No, I'm sorry. There's no Wolf Quest today. I'm sorry. It's because Sorrel is... Sorrel's Wi-Fi is out. It has been out for the last, like, 2 to 3 hours, I guess, and at first I thought they were asleep earlier, but they were not asleep. Chat, I texted them, like, on SMS, and yeah, that's what the situation is at the moment, so I apologize, but until Sorrel is back, there will not be Wolf Quest today. But if Sorrel comes back still in the next, like, 30 minutes or an hour, we'll still play Wolf Quest. I know it's disappointing. I know it's disappointing, but it's just what the situation is, so we just kind of gotta deal with the cards we're given. Sorrel needs to get better Wi-Fi then. Blame the Canadian internet provider. I don't know who it is. I'll figure it out, though, so you guys can protest. We'll figure it out. Maybe they have bad weather or something. Okay, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go on Story of Alicia. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go on Story of Alicia. So, another pony game. High energy pony game. And then... Uh-oh. Is it lagging? Chat, I'm sorry. Give it a minute. Give it a minute. Give it a minute. We leave 1-star reviews on their Trustpilot. True. True.